Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video update here for Bitcoin, we are trading at $18,889. 24-hour volume, we're down 8.53%, and market cap, we're down 3.44%. So heading over to our chart here, you guys, we are replaying the same scenario or the chart pattern, which is a bearish head and shoulders pattern. So again, here's our left shoulder, our head, and here's our right shoulder. Got rejected again from our 20 MA, but most importantly, again, near the left shoulder. Now, if we take a look at our price action, we are retesting this area of support, but more so here at the 17,795. Now, the lowest that we've had so far in the week is 18,271. Now, as a confirmation of this chart pattern that we are going to follow here, we need confirmation of 5% from the actual neckline here that a lot of these candlesticks retrace to. So here and here for 2 weeks. Now, again, we are 5% below this neckline, which essentially gives us the price of 17,669. Now, a few people may debate if this is going to be the neckline simply here, or if the neckline is from here for these candlesticks retracing. If we take the 5% from the second current neckline itself, that ultimately brings Bitcoin down to the 16,868 as confirmation of the chart pattern completion, meaning that price could ultimately drop further than this. So the 5% completion of a chart pattern is successful once it reaches the 5%, meaning whatever chart pattern, if it's bullish or bearish, is going to go strong in that momentum. Now let's quickly take a look at our MACD indicator so far for the week as we are in the weekly time frame. Take a look at the MACD line, which is the blue line, and the actual signal line, which is the orange line. As they come in closer together, it is going to trigger a signal of a weak momentum depending if it's in the green or if it's in the red. So if we double check here, it is in the green. As the lines are coming in together, it ultimately is going to signal a flip over from the from the green to the red at an area of point of interest, meaning if price is at a resistance line, it turns from red to green, it's going to get bullish. If it turns from green to red at an area of support, depending on how strong the current is, it is going to break that line of support and come back down. So that's what we're going to be testing in the next couple of days and see how we are going to be closing in this week to see if we can be able to hold this area of support or if the momentum is going to flip over and we're going to break it. Another confirmation indicator I like to use is the RSI. As the RSI here, that 57% and 50%, it is not considered as overbought and a sell opportunity is not going to be triggered. However, we have seen it in the past where it has actually crossed over well below 80% and it is triggering a signal as we are speaking right now. So as we see these two lines colliding together, if we see the white line on the right side of the pink line here, it is going to trigger a sell opportunity, which is very alarming too because we are at an area of support. So going over to our daily chart here, you guys, we can see more refined days, but most importantly, an area of support if we take a look at the left-hand side. So on the left-hand side, we do see a candlestick wick here on June 18th that retraced as low as 17,500, which is our next indicator here at 127% of our fib retracement. Not only that, but we do see some candlesticks here retracing closer to the $18,517. So we're going to be using this area as a good area of tested support. If price does come down here, we're expected for price to bounce off nicely and use this area as history repeats itself an area of support. As we take a look at the RSI, we're at 8% and 28% of our K line. If we take a look at an area where we saw price increase or price reverse at an area of support, the RSI was at 0% versus the current price that we are at right now at 8%. So given that history, price for Bitcoin can continue to come down. And again, we are going to be using the 18,500 as an area of support. Now let's take a look at the MACD indicator. The MACD indicator does show us that we are in the red for 3 bars itself. So long as the bars itself is quite minimal and quite small at an area of support, we should be able to hold the support. However, if the price does come down to the 18.5 as the RSI is going to continue to drop, and we see an expansion of these bars getting higher or bigger in size, we are going to be losing the support and be prepared for retracement closer to, again, the area that we found other support as at the 17,355 here range. Now, if we take a look at a closer view at a 1 hour time frame, I have an area of confluence for you. So the area of confluence that we have is simply our 61 and 50% colliding. So as we can see, we've already retraced down to this level at 18,700. Now, if we take a look at our MACD indicator and our RSI, we might actually bounce here nicely and find price consolidating sideways, hitting resistance to support. The reason why I say that here is because we can see the MACD indicator getting lightness in the color, which we already saw a nice bounce from the area of interest here. Now, if we take a look at our RSI, price may continue to drop or consolidate sideways depending on if we are going to see smaller histograms in the red, smaller bars in the red. If we do see smaller bars in the red as the price is coming down to the support, we will consolidate sideways, meaning price will be bouncing between resistance to support and resistance to support until there is an initial breakout. Now, the breakout hint that we are going to get, or I'd like to double check, is simply our Bollinger Bands. As we see the Bollinger Bands pinch in and ultimately come in together, that is a sign there is going to be a breakout, either an uptrend or a downtrend. But what we can see the Bollinger Bands are doing is that it's narrowing in and coming in together. And as they come in together, that means lower volatility, and we are going to see price consolidate until that initial pinch, and price is going to either break out in an uptrend or a downtrend. So that is my video here for Bitcoin. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you next time.